Welcome to the Timmy Kimmel Show! Tonight on the Timmy Kimmel Show, we discuss our main story. Is the Bible real or not? And if so, what are the implications? And our secondary story, Illuminati has been confirmed.
I'd now like to welcome Dr. Timmy Curran to discuss his viewpoint of the Bible. Welcome, Timmy.
Thank you, Walter.
Good of you to join us for, I'm sure you can agree, a very fascinating and interesting report.
Thank you.
So, Timmy, what is your viewpoint on the Bible?
Well, there are many different views on the Bible being real or false. Many books out there have been written either proving or disproving the evidence for the Bible. The main issue in society today is that not many people have read these books, and not many have actually read the whole Bible itself. Therefore, many people tend to go along with the popular conclusion that the Bible is full of mistakes and false to our modern world.
Very legitimate point, Timmy, but what about all the scientific evidence that people have claimed to prove the Bible false?
Yes. Well, many debate that science disproves the Bible. The Bible has actually written down many modern principles of science that have then been later tested by scientific experiments. For instance, Isaiah chapter 40 verse 22 states that it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth. This showing that the earth is round, as later proven by scientific experiments. So see, this is just one of the many reasons how science and the Bible link together.
Very good point. Is there any other evidence that you'd like to raise with us tonight?
Just one more point. I think the Bible is debated to be fictional by most people. Now, if it was to be fictional, then one author would have had the thought up an argument a few million years ago, and then written about it over a course of 2,000 years. But we know from old documents and letters that the Bible was composed by 40 or so men over the course of 2,000 years from different locations. So how could it have possibly been written by the one person? And they all seem to link in the fact that they all talk about this God. So how could it have been fiction?
Very good point. Thanks very much for joining us tonight, Timmy. Have a good night.
Thank you, Walter.
We'd now like to cross live to Professor Gary Hipson to discuss the implications of the Bible on Christianity.
Whether the Bible is true or not is a commonly raised question. However, an aspect of this that is often ignored is the implications of the validity of the Bible on Christianity. And indeed, this does have a large impact on Christianity and whether or not it is real. Although there is currently no evidence to prove that the Bible is 100% real or 100% fake, as well as anything in between, if new evidence is established, the consequences on Christianity are as follows. If new evidence suggested that there is no chance that the Bible is true, this would largely impact on Christianity and its reliability. However, it does not rule out Christianity entirely. It would mean that Christianity would not be a religion to be followed, but simply an example of how ordinary people should live their lives, and their stories outlined in the Bible would be motivation to live in a positive manner. Contrastingly, if the Bible was proven to be entirely true, then this would mean that Christianity would also be proven to be virtually entirely true. Although some aspects of Christianity may have evolved over time, it would be essentially impossible to argue against the validity of Christianity if all the books within the Bible are factual. Furthermore, a likely result of the debate is to prove certain aspects of the Bible to be false, whether they be exaggerated or made up entirely, and some to be true. This would also impact Christianity, however not in a major fashion. This idea is already commonly believed, and the concept of a God existing and creating everything is believed by all Christians and many others as well. However, there are also aspects in which people have their doubts. Thus, they may be led to believe that Christianity is not real, or they may still have faith in Christianity. Thank you very much for your time.
Now I'd like to welcome Professor Gatet to discuss his contrasting viewpoint on the Bible. Welcome, Jay.
Thanks for having me.
So, Jay, what is your viewpoint on the Bible? Jay? What is your viewpoint on the Bible?
Well, most biblical theologians who have studied the Bible and study this stuff seriously tell us that in fact we don't know who exactly wrote the Bible. There were also other Gospels that were nabbing in to hear about that they didn't make the Bible. They didn't make the Bible? What do you mean they didn't make the Bible? What are you talking about? This is the inspired word of God. The fact that we have books not in the Bible that are still recognized as sacred books, just not in the Bible, you have to ask, why aren't they in the Bible? And the answer to that is because the committee who decided didn't put them in. Committee? What, they voted? Yeah, that's how it happened. Obviously, it's an edited volume, which gets us to question the validity of it. They're making the mistake of linking their belief and faith and their religion with actual factual tense. These are not factual stories to be taken as actual historical events, but as stories of how we should live our lives. What can I personally get out of the Bible for me today? That's what those stories are about, and to actually take it literally, well, you're missing the point of the Bible. Also, if one can say the Bible is true, then why not say Harry Potter is true? Harry Potter is true. Whoa, oh my, what?
What?
What? You saw it here, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it here. I mean, you can easily preach about it enough to get the people hooked into this idea. Next thing you know, we'll be seeing a replica of the Great Hall once a week at school and have wizard studies twice a cycle, where we must bring our potions, books and wands. This scenario is scaringly similar to how we have latched onto the Bible. Thanks for having me. Jay out.
Thank you for joining us tonight on the Timmy Kimmel Show. We hope you've enjoyed the show and taken in both sides of the argument, so you can now make an informed decision on the topic. You right?
Wait a sec. This isn't the toilet.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
And on that note, we bid you good night.